feel so naked without a necklace on today, but I feel like I just didn't feel like putting one on. It's just how it went. Hey guys, it's V, and today I am going to be doing a V Vibes and Vents with a brand new palette that I just recently got, so hopefully you guys are interested. It is the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. I collect the Mega Pro palettes. I have all 3 of the other ones, and so when I saw this one, I had to get it, and I'm really excited to play with it today because I think I'm gonna do kind of a deep, dark look. I honestly don't have a real plan in mind, but we're gonna get into it, and hopefully it turns out all right. So let's go ahead and zoom you guys in, and we can whoa, wait, I didn't even dance. What am I doing right now? It's been a while since I filmed one of these. Welcome to another episode of V Vibes and Vents. So now let's zoom in and get into doing my makeup. If you are new to my V Vibes and Vents, I do usually do all of this first, which is foundation, concealer, brows, and eye primer, but everything will be in my description box down below. So let's figure out what I'm doing here, because I really don't know. This palette is very, very unique. It's got a lot of interesting colors, and I really, really want to use Lagoon and Fairy Tale. 2 very opposite colors of the spectrum. So let's first go in with some mattes and get a foundation down. I think first I'm going to go in with Butterscotch here. Yeah, let's get a foundation down with Butterscotch. And a nice big fluffy 205 tapered blending Luxie brush, of course. They're my favorite brushes, so we're just going to get into all of that. What is this hair on my face? Anyways, you guys, so I feel like it has been forever since I filmed one of these. I know I filmed for my Crystallized series, twice total, but I haven't filmed a V Vibes and Vents in a really long time, so I know that they're the same style of video, but I just love talking with you guys and seeing what's up, seeing what's new with you guys, telling you what's new with me. So yeah, first of all, what's new with me? I don't think I've done a V Vibes and Vents since we got our new dog, and so if this was your first video, we've had a cat for 4 years now, and about a month and a half ago we got a new dog. She's a shepherd mix. Her name is Sakari. But yeah, so we got a new dog. It's been a very, very learning experience because I have never had a dog by myself. I've always had dogs that were like my parents' dogs, you know, like they were the family dog, but I wasn't responsible for it or anything like that. I'm trying to think of what I want to do, because I really want to do Lagoon on the center of my lid, and I feel like I need to do something very dark on the outside in order to make that happen. So I think I'm gonna take another small tapered blending, so a little bit smaller of a brush, and I'm gonna go into Mahogany. Yeah, let's go into that one. It's kind of like a deep chocolatey brown color, and I'm gonna put that on the inner and outer corners. I'm gonna do a sort of a halo eye today, I think. So yeah, so I've never had a dog by myself, and really the dog it's more Blake's than it is mine. Like, he's the one that really, really wanted a dog, so we got one, and I like dogs. I've just never had a dog by myself, so it's a very, very different experience. We've definitely had our ups and downs already. We've had some very, very trying times with Sakari. The most recent thing that happened, I actually talked about it on Snapchat yesterday, was that she got out of her kennel while we were not home. People can parent their dogs however they want to parent their dogs, you know what I mean? But we just, you know, she's only about a year old, and we've only had her for a month, so, you know, we're not at that point where we, you know, can trust her not to tear things up. So we put her in the kennel just when we're not home. We've gotten to the point where we sleep with her. She like sleeps in our bedroom with us, not on the bed, because we have a queen size bed and we can barely fit on it. So we do not want the dog up on the bed or anything, but she got out of her kennel when we went out to brunch with Sam yesterday, and the only reason that we know is because we bought one of those like baby monitor kind of things, so that we could watch her when we're not home, because she has really bad separation anxiety, and so we really wanted to see like how severe it was, because we knew she had it because she was kind of like biting the wire kennel, and so we got her a brand new kennel, because this one, like when she got out of it, like it was done. Like there was no there was no repairing it, and it's not the right kind of kennel for her anyway, so we just threw it out, and we've got a new one coming in the mail soon. It's a different kind of kennel that we like researched and made sure that it was one that they can't really hurt themselves in and stuff like that. So we're waiting for that kennel to come in. But yeah, we were just out to brunch, and I was like, oh, let me check on Sakari, and I look, and just empty kennel is on the video, and I was like, Blake, oh my god. And so on the camera thing that we got, you can actually like rewind back and like look through all the footage and stuff. So we rewinded back and looked through the footage, and we saw like she had kind of like bent the bars like way too much. Just like she had bent the bars really badly, and so it got to a point, I think, where it just was barely holding on, and so she just bit it a little bit, and the whole front of the kennel like came down, and she just started walking around. And honestly, she was totally fine. Like she didn't tear anything up, so we were really happy about it, that she didn't mess up anything or anything like that. But still, it just like freaked us out. It was very scary. So like we were supposed to hang out with Sam for a couple of hours, but we ended up having to go home right after brunch to make sure that Sakari wasn't going to murder the entire apartment. So that was a fun, interesting experience that we had. Next thing I'm going to go in with is the Maybelline New York Eye Studio. This is like their gel liner, and it's just the black one, but I'm actually going to use it as a base for that Lagoon shade. So first I'm just going to take a little bit on just an eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to pat it on the center of my lid so that we can have a nice black base for Lagoon to stick onto. And just making sure to blend out all the edges, because if you don't, it's probably going to look a little cray-cray. This brush is shedding a little bit. We got a little bit of fallout going on here, but we're just going to get that nice deep black base, because I find when you use a black base with like kind of green colors and stuff, it always looks better. Like it always makes it look way brighter and cooler when you use a black base. So that's what I like to do when I use green eyeshadows, because it just makes them pop, makes them look cool. But I do have to say, my favorite part of having a dog is going to the dog park, because we live in an apartment, obviously, so we don't have a yard that we're able to like let her out to go pee and to run around, and we don't really have like a big space for her to play. And so we take her to the dog park, I mean really often, at least I want to say twice a week, but we've been trying to go like 3 times a week. I just really love it there. It's so fun, and like there's so many other like really fun, sweet, cute dogs that are there, and it's always a good time. Like we've never had a bad experience, although she did get hurt one time. Oh, it was so sad, you guys. Poor dog, but she's totally fine. It was just like a little tiny incident. She's totally okay. I'm just blending more of this dark brown color, mahogany, because I feel like it was higher up on the other eye than it was on this eye, and now I'm noticing that. Okay, this is looking a little rough right now, I know, but next I'm going to take this Smith 253 brush, really good brush for packing on color, and I'm going to dip into the Lagoon shade, which is just this really pretty shade. Like I swatched it, and it almost has a little bit of duochrome to it. These shadows are very powdery though, just so you know. You will have kickback, it's just a thing with Lorac Pro shadows, like they always have that. So then I'm just going to take a little bit of Fix Plus on my brush here after going into the eyeshadow so that I don't hard pan my eyeshadow, and I'm just going to press that onto the black. Oh my gosh, that color is so pretty, and it's got like purple glitters in it. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it that well, but it's so pretty. And I'm dragging it a little bit outside of where I had the black. Look at that fallout. Oh god, let's hope I can fix that. I'm dragging it a little bit further out from the black just to blend. I may go in with another deeper color, but this looks really cool. Look at the difference. You guys can see like there's green and then the black. Like it just really makes that green color pop. So funny how our makeup habits change so much over the years, because like I used to do like crazy dark colors. Like I used to do dark eye looks like every single day, and now I'm to the point where like I don't want to do dark eye looks because they take so much more time and effort, and then just doing like a basic like matte nice like cut like creasy kind of thing, like just cream on the lid and then a matte brown in the crease and then you're done. Like that's usually my go-to because it's so quick and easy. When I used to do just like black all over the lid and it was not blended, it looked like total crap, but like that's what I thought like looked good back then, so that's what I always did. I'm just wiping away some fallout here. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to go in with a darker color because I feel like this green needs something else. So I'm just taking the same brush that I had the brown on and kind of blending around. I just feel like at least just in the inner and outer corners I need something a little bit darker. So I think I'm gonna go in, got a lot of colors to choose from here, maybe into Blackberry. That one's a little bit darker. I think that'll work. We'll try it. Just barely in the corners here. Yeah, that's deepening it up a little bit. You can see the difference there. Yeah. I feel like this looks like very unblended on camera, but in person it really doesn't look unblended, so I'm confused. Do the same thing to the other eye. But yeah, I love going to the dog park. The one that we go to has like these fountains and these little like kiddie pools that the dogs can play in, and Sakari loves it. If you guys ever want to see like us at the dog park, I usually snap at least once or twice when we're there because Sakari just cracks me up. Like she's always doing funny stuff at the dog park. So it is Viidreamcatcher just like I am here, but I always usually pop in a little thing with all my social handles. I'll do it right now just so you can see all my little social handles there. I always am posting on Snapchat about her, so if you want to keep up with updates, I posted about when she got out of the kennel and everything. So yeah, so she's going to she loves the dog park. We're actually going today later so that she can play with one of our friends. We met someone there that has a 6-month-old husky and they are BFFs, and it's the most cutest thing ever. Like it's so cute watching them play together because they just wear each other out, and we're like, this is perfect, exactly what we want. We want Sakari to be worn out, so that's good. Okay, so I'm really hoping that this looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and take this NYX retractable white eyeliner and put it on my lower lash line real quick. And I'm gonna put it a little bit below my lower lash line as a base for what I want to do next. Never done this before, so bear with me. This looks crazy. Then I'm just going to take this e.l.f. pencil brush and blend that so that the white is all blended out. Get it off of my lashes a little bit, even though I'm gonna put mascara on them later. And then what I'm gonna take is the Fairy Tale shade because I really wanted to use it. This shade is so pretty. I swatched it and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna need to use that at least a little bit because it's so pretty. I'm gonna take some Fix Plus, just a tiny bit on there because it might irritate my eyes, I don't know. And then I'm just gonna put that on top. Okay, there's too much on the brush. I just needed that white base down to stick to it. But I'm going to try and get it in my waterline also. If not, I guess the white in the waterline can look cool too. But I really wanted to make sure that I could get it on the lower lash line because I feel like it would look really cool. If you've never used Lorac eyeshadows before, they do have quite a bit of fallout. So if you are not a fan of fallout, I wouldn't ever recommend getting a Lorac Pro palette, but it doesn't really bother me as long as I can brush it away, which I usually can, so it's usually fine. You just quickly, very swiftly brush away the fallout. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put white in the waterline because the powder in the waterline is not probably going to stay. So we're just going to go back over it with just plain old white. I like it. I think it's really unique. I just randomly had this idea when I was swatching colors this morning because I wanted to use Lagoon and I wanted to use Fairy Tale, and so I was like, I'm gonna make it happen somehow. I'm gonna do this. So let's go ahead and move on to my face, and then we can finish up the eyes. I think that would be a good plan. So for the face, first I am going to bronze. Yes, I'm gonna bronze with the Physicians Formula Bronze Butter Bronzer. Sorry, not bronze butter, that would be weird. And I'm gonna take this big fluffy, this is a large powder brush from Luxie. So I'm just gonna take that, put it all over my brush, and then very lightly bronze. I'm not gonna contour today. I'm just not feeling it because we've got a really intense eye. So I just feel like just bronzing up the face will suffice. And I don't really bronze my forehead very much because I already have like a slightly small forehead, so I don't really want to emphasize the smallness of my forehead that much. So we're just going to do mostly the cheeks real quick here, and then I'll move on to blush. For blush today, I'm actually going to take the Tarte Paaarty blush that comes in the Sephora birthday gift this year with my Luxie large angled brush. This is my favorite blush brush of life. And there's a NYX one that's very, very similar, and I love that one too. But for some reason, this one, it just applies the product like really nicely, and I've always loved it. Like, this is the one blush brush that gives me enough pigmentation. I feel like most of my blush brushes aren't firm enough to get enough pigmentation on them, so I always go in with this one because I just really, really like it, and it usually puts on way too much product, hence what's going on right now. So then I just moved the camera, I think. So then I go in with powder, which this is the Wet n Wild Warm Light powder, and this gigantic Morphe brush because I just love that it looks like a microphone, and I just dot all over that. Tips and tricks for pale faces when you put on way too much blush. I usually just dot over that, then it's fine. Totally alright. And then for highlight, I'm going to go in with this really fun highlighter. So for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Lilac Geode highlighter from Becca, which is a really, really cool highlighter. It's like purple with a gold shift. It's really, really pretty and super unique. Like, I've never seen anything like it. It's probably a little too pink for my skin tone, but I don't care. I'm gonna put it on anyway. I just haven't really used this much as a highlighter, so I really wanted to use it today. I just thought it would look really fun. Yeah. Still haven't figured out what lip color I was gonna use. I was thinking of using one from the Bold Give Me Some Bold Lip that I just recently swatched. Mostly because it's already over here, so I can just take one out of the pile. But I was thinking of using the new Too Faced one. I feel like that would kind of look good. We'll try it on, we'll see how it looks. But so now that the face is done, let's finish up my eyeballs here, and let's go in with some bottom mascara, which I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, which is my favorite. Of course, you guys already know. I may have to go over that white waterline. That's one thing I hate about doing your waterline and then doing mascara is you like always get black from your mascara in your waterline. At least I usually do. But yeah, Sakari has the funnest time at the dog park. She is like crazy fast, like crazy fast. And so the other dogs, like, she just wants all the other dogs to chase her the whole time. Like, that's all she cares about is like letting the other dogs chase her, and it is so funny. And for top mascara, I'm gonna use the IT Cosmetics Superhero. But yeah, she just like, she loves to get the other dogs to play with her and then chase her. And she also loves to play, you know, like play biting and things like that. Like, she loves that too. I am going to put on some falsies today because I feel like with this dramatic of an eye, you're not going to be able to see my lashes that much. So I think I'm going to put on some falsies. I don't know though. I mean, you can see my lashes pretty well. I've just been like foregoing the falsies lately. Mascara has really just been doing me well. You know what? Yeah, we're going to forego falsies again today, especially since I'm going to the dog park. And falsies are not meant for the dog park. Like, when you go to the dog park, you need to be wearing something. You don't care if it gets dirty. You need to be like ready to roll around, ready for other dogs to come up to you and like lay on you. And especially at our dog park, since there's the water area, like, you have to be okay with getting wet. Like, it's gonna happen, so you should just prepare yourself. Then I'm just gonna finish off with a waterproof coat of L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise to keep me from smudging throughout the day. I really don't know what lip to do with this. I feel like I shouldn't do a super bold lip like I was planning on doing the Too Faced one. I feel like that's a little too bold. I think I need to go with a nude. So I'm gonna go grab a nude. I will be back. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Too Faced Queen Bee, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of candy, what is this one called? Melted ice cream on top, because this one is too nude by itself and I want it to be a little bit more nude than Queen Bee. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so that is Queen Bee, which honestly looks really pretty on its own, but I'm gonna just put a little bit of melted ice cream in the center of my lips. See how nude that is? This one tastes good. Oh my god, the original ones do not taste good. This one tastes really good. Tastes like candy. Okay, and then real quick, I am just gonna go in again with Fairy Tale and go underneath here one more time, just in case any mascara got underneath here and covered up my color. And then I'm gonna go in with the white really quickly just to cover up any mascara that got in the waterline. Okay, and I think it's all done now. I think we are finished. This is very, very smoky for me, but I really like the way that it turned out using the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. I think that this is a beautiful palette. It's great quality. It just, oh, such pretty shadows, and they're all very unique. Like if you look at the other Lorac Mega Pro palettes, they all have very different color schemes than this one does. This one has a lot of really interesting colors, I feel like. So I'm really happy that I purchased it, and this is the look that I came up with, and I hope you guys really, really like it. So that is everything for this V-Vibes events today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to show some love to the like button right down here. And if you subscribe, you can be a member of my Muse family. And I love you guys so, so much. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys!